straight in. No starting soon screen.
I'm gonna share.
Thanks. Oh no, you hit the camera.
What? What did I do?
Kick the camera.
No, I'm sorry. I've ruined it. I'm so sorry. It's a hazard.
Welcome to Thursday update stream. There's no starting soon today. We're just gonna get right into it. How's everyone doing? All 2 viewers, one of them Ben. Gonna hang out. Kosu, Corey, how's it going, man? You doing well? Having a good day? Looks very natural, I'm sure. Let people stream in here for 5 minutes. A little word on the street, a little non-update update. We got big old printer. Big old printer in the shop. Be sharing some photos of that later. It's doing a test print right now. Comically large of a printer. Like almost too big of a printer. What's up, Schnitzel? How's it going? Still a little rearranging, but I'm confused as to what's happening here. We got the Sonic Mega 8KS. Help out with some miniatures production since we're doing a lot of that right now. All right, guys, we got some people streaming in, some people tuning in for the update stream. We'll start back at the beginning. Not a ton of updates going on today. So let me pull up the list from last week. Let's see. Go here. Scroll up. Mobile arms. Printers go burr. Oh, Doug. Can you come very carefully slide that mobile arms packaging to me? The shop, the Streamlam's a little bit of a mess right now, so.
Going this way.
Okay. Just like down here. Slide it down here. Down here. Down here. Down, just like right here. Yeah, thanks. Mobile. Oh, that breaks the illusion. We got some mobile arms packaging. I'll show off here in a bit. Printers go burr. If you've been in the 3D printing Discord channel of us, you'll be noticing that we've been optimizing some stuff, trying to get our production numbers up. At the fidelity we're printing things, it was basically like 1 print per 8-hour shift. So we had to figure out a way to optimize it printing while we weren't in the shop. And we have quadrupled that. So now instead of 3 RX per day, we are now at 12. It's pretty good. There's a few things that we're doing to optimize that as well. But yeah, our boxes are packed. You guys may have got a Mergify email if you placed multiple orders. That's part of our consolidation of those orders in order to get you ready for fulfillment. Double check your address to make sure it's the correct one, and we should start shipping those potentially as early as tomorrow. We're going to be doing small batch fulfillment. That does mean that if you ordered fewer items, you'll probably get things shipped first, but that's just the nature of us producing it in-house. as we are producing things, they're going into inventory. As they go into inventory, they flag as, oop, this order is ready to go, and then that order will ship. This fulfillment's going to take us 6 or 8 weeks, probably. It's going to be stretched out since we're producing things as we're sending it out. We'll keep everyone updated each week what kind of percentage we are through, but we are looking to officially start shipping out mobile arms tomorrow. Pit Lord. I'm not sure if the cards are got through the Lunar New Year's or not. Ben could update me on that. But as of last week, we are in the Chinese Lunar New Year scuff zone, where factories closed down and nothing happened. They did not. So they are also in the void of Lunar New Year's. So none of this Pit Lord stuff will get to us until at least the end of February. Keep you updated if for some reason people get back to the shop early, but that doesn't really happen. MDF, Doug gave me some numbers. He can drop them in chat if I'm incorrect here. But off the top of my head yesterday, we have 80 some odd of our MDF orders done. And we're, at this point, we'll be right around 40, a little bit less than 40 potentially. MDF orders still in production. So what that looks like is, in our system, if somebody orders a piece of MDF and it flags it as like back ordered, we are processing those orders. But when we look at that product, we look at how many other people have also back ordered that product and do a production run to fulfill all of those. So just because you ordered late on a back ordered product doesn't necessarily mean you'll get it late. We kind of do it by priority. So the 80 plus of the production orders have been the first 80 products back ordered through Black Friday, and now we're down to the last 40 or so. 87, so yeah, almost 90 actually. So yeah, it's not orders or number of kits. Yep. So we are producing those and getting them out. We will most likely shift in mobile arms terrain in next week, just so we can start fulfilling those larger orders that also had terrain. 99 SKUs done. It's like 99 out of 100. But yeah, so Black Friday MDF is chugging along great. Going on down the list, Lunar ESA decks arrived this morning, and so if you're waiting on a back-ordered ESA item, that should be either processed today or going out tomorrow. The ROC decks and Heroes and Icons Volume 1 and the tokens are still on their way. See if they get on the other side of Lunar New Year's or not. Breacher has like 16 hours left. We just surpassed the 32K mark, which is the attack dog. Pretty pumped for that. So thank you guys all for the support there and pushing it along. About 16 hours left. If you have some friends that you knew were waiting till the end, like hit them up, tell them get in here, get a breach in. ESA are spinning right now. Gotcha. Next week. Correction on that. We got the cards in. The resin is currently spinning, and once it is spun and through, it'll go out. Valentine's Day sale, our buy one get one 25 or buy one get everything 25% off of our books is ending soon. As of this weekend, our goal was to be able to ship that stuff in time for Valentine's Day on the off chance you bought it for a friend or a little bit of self-love. So we're going to be ending that over the weekend to Monday, and thank you so much. Everything? What did I say about everything? So yeah, if you want to get in on that Valentine's Day deal, get in on it now, because we'll be closing that down. Oh, that is correct. They get the books. They get the books off. Sorry. Listen, people can read. That's maybe not true. People maybe can't read, but it's like it does the calculation for you when you add it to your cart. So get in on that. And I think that leads us all the way down to Night Thirst coming out next week. Little Goblin's new game. We do have some gameplay videos, some little breakdown videos in the works. Woody is working on those on her end. So we'll be getting those out throughout next week and upon launch of Night Thirst. So get pumped for that. If you're ordering books, you should be able to. That is a very solid point. These books, while having lots of pretty pictures, do have words. But there's something. What's this? You guys see this over here? What's going on right here? Whoa! Whoa! Guys, you know, I was going to give you. Hold on a second. Let me level with you. I would. Hold on a second. Let me do this right here. This is what I meant to do. I spent so much time with Doug just now setting up this stupid green screen, which is actually in front of our actual background right there. I'm in front of a green screen. This was a nightmare to get going. Spent so much time setting it up. It wasn't perfect. And it was all for the singular bit of when I showed you off this new model, I could like point to it. But I didn't even think that A, my crop is like right here. I can't really point to things that well. And B, the image needed to be behind me. Like this is all just a bit. This is all like, ooh, I thought you were in the studio, but now there's like things between you and the wall behind you. Ugh. This was a lot of effort, and I didn't think this one through. I'm gonna be honest. So let's just move this over here. Raid boss. This is so much effort for the dumbest bit of wanting to be a weatherman. All right, so this is the raid boss. This is big ol', I can't pronounce it. Doug, can you type it in? Ooh, spooky. Can you type it in chat? Look at him. Just like me and my friend. This is the first raid boss from... Yeah, this is the first raid boss we're going to release here. Very large file, going to be released as an STL right now. But we are looking at the potential of 3D printing this. Again, if you've been following on the mech forums, which I know you can't see this because... Let me go here. The whole camera. I'll turn off the green screen here in a bit. So much effort that was so pointless and dumb. I should have just gone live. That's, hey, you know, we're not a media company. We're a gaming company. So 100mm base, huge thing. We are looking at ways of producing this in scale and selling it. But for now, it's going to be 3D printer going on right there. Look at that. Look at this guy. Comes with his own tree. If you've been following the 3D printing, you've seen the mechs and the frames, and potentially would be looking at utilizing something like that for this as well. We really just, I think we're on the cusp of being able to use 3D printing in a very efficient manner for production, but there's just a lot of little things to figure out in the meantime. That was cool, pushing stream boundaries. Here's some other, look at these little sneakies. Look at this guy. Not him. Look at his friend. Whoa. Not that. Look at this guy. This is me. This is what I want to be. I want to be about yay tall. It's about 10.5 inches tall. Huh. Pretty good. So these are some Night Thirst sculpts showing off. That is the Thrall, who I hope to be one day. That, if I'm not mistaken, newly turned. And I could be mistaken because I have not been behind the scenes. This has been Woody and Ben just cranking these things out. That's the Noble. That is, I don't know who that is. Is that also a newly turned Ben? That one may not be a newly turned. This is also the newly turned. So the little smattering. Got a newly turned, a noble. Oh wait, is that the newly turned or is that the partier? I may have incorrectly misidentified her. Again, sorry guys, I'm not on the design team of this one. I just love the little thrall. He's my favorite. And some spreads. Whoa, look at those guys. We are aiming. We've said it before. We'll say it now. We're aiming to have Night Thirst beta copy as soon as you buy it on the 14th. You buy this book, and boom, digital beta copy available on your website. You can buy it. You can read it. The cover is looking mighty fine. You may notice this little red tag up here. Boop, 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 boop. This is a bit of a new production method that we're going into this year. These are going to be our red books. And by the end of the year, hopefully, we're going to have quite a few of them. We're going to be differentiating between it's almost like 100 pages or left softback. It's a red book. And then you'll have our big chunky hardcovers. And a key element of the red book is quick turnaround. We want to get these things out fast. Part of that turnaround is having that beta copy available when you buy. So you can take a look at it. We can get one little more round of customer engaged proofreading and see where that takes us, and then get them off to the printers. So both Night Thirst and Breacher are going to have some tight turnarounds for that. There's a white background in case you wanted it not as a PNG. It is, Night Thirst is, well, I mean, you guys will see. You guys will see. Again, if you have any questions, Whittle Goblin, we've mentioned, has the FAQ on her YouTube page. It is also linked under the Night Thirst game category. And there will be some gameplay videos and some kind of breakdown, some short, easily consumable 5-minute videos hitting next week, most likely. So yeah, I show off those sculpts again. Is anyone showing up now as I'm showing off these Night Thirst sculpts that you can pick up next week on the 14th? Anyone else that's tuned in that has a question about a current project? I kind of went over them earlier, but just want to double check. Anyone else had a specific question about where we're at? This is the new, not new, this is the Hametsu Raid Boss. 100mm, big ol' miniature, chunk of a chunk. Oh, okay. How do you respond to the allegations that Malev is cool and Demonship rocks? No, we don't deny. Can we clarify which Malev we're talking about? Lots of Malevs out there, and I don't want, I would like to specifically say that in a Malev's case, very cool, and that Malev's Demonship, very rock. But I need to know who you're asking about in order to give you a very accurate response there. Look at this. The title. All this effort just so I could point at the title. This would be cool for gameplay streams, I feel like. Breaking the technology with 70s, breaking the streaming technology with 70s tech. A terrible green screen. It's like I'm ripping a hole in space-time. Just why? Why was there that much effort? The on-screen layout. It is kind of cool. We've been talking about redoing the stream room from this room to redoing our game lab to be almost like a studio setting. And it would be cool to have a proper green screen wall on the back, so I didn't have to crop in and cut off my arms. And we didn't have to hold a camera up with cranks. We could also light it so you don't get this weird fuzziness at the top of the screen. Anyways, gonna take it from the top. I've got some things I need to wrap up before heading home. Mobile arms. Printers go burr. Oh, let me do this. Let me show this off real quick. I wonder if I could just go to a close-up cam. Gameplay camera. Haha, don't mind the breacher stuff. This is a prototype sprue in prototype packaging, but this may not be how you receive your Mobile Arms pledge. But Mobile Arms Endless Destiny, Auroch, right there. It's on the frame. Got some weapons down there. Those are actually going to be represented a little bit differently as well. Got the base in the back. Anyways, it's a frame. It's a frame and a frame. Super excited about those, and it means that we've quadrupled our output of those mechs. So that is very nice, because that means we'll be getting it to you 4 times as fast. Which you may say, didn't you just say it's going to be like 6 or 8 weeks of production? I did. And yes, the math does add up there. So we kind of were forced to get Mobile Arms to innovate, just for the sake of like actually getting it out there. It's fun. The frame squared was actually how I tried to name it in like the file that we're printing, but it did not like having a caret in the file name. So yeah, Mobile Arms. Printers go brrr. Pit Lord on hold because of Lunar New Year. Some elements have been sent out, and we're just waiting on our overseas production to start producing again and sending it back to us. Black Friday, have about 100 of the kits that were back ordered, produced and sent through. Have at that point 30 or so left. So if you're still waiting on MDF from Black Friday, we apologize for that, but also we've been cutting it as fast as we can. Lunar ESA decks got in town. We're spinning the resin right now. If you're waiting on ESA, that should be processed probably early next week and on its way to you. Breacher has just hours left. We always have people come in and say, hey, I didn't know it was ending right now. Can I pledge? And it's like, well, you don't pledge, you just pre-order. But also, it's like 2 days after the fact. If you have friends that have talked about Breacher and you know they're on the fence, or maybe they didn't buy, or they said, oh, I'm going to buy, but you know, they're forgetful, maybe just send them a ping. Hey, did you buy Breacher? There's only a few hours left. We did hit that 32K mark today. So the attack dogs have been released. That was a bark. I just didn't want to commit, and it came off real half-baked of a bark, and I apologize for doing that. Night Thirst, 1 week, February 14th, right here. Night Thirst. Widow Goblin's first game. Battle Royale of Vampires. It's, you want to see some sculpts? Because I'll go through them again. Look at that. That's a sculpt. You want to see it bigger? Because I can do that. Can't make it that much bigger. And I can go up here. Look at this guy. Look at that. Look at that thrall. Look at that. I think that is the partier, now that I've said it. Look at that. Look at that noble. So noble. Look at this guy. Look at that newly turned. Look at that. That's not a vampire. It's just terrifying. Yeah, so that's in just a week. Night Thirst dropping, and then this guy behind me is the first Semetsu raid boss. STL available for you tomorrow, and potentially some other offerings, but we do have to do some test printing to see if it is a viable product for us to produce in a new manner with the new price point and all of that jazz. Valentine's Day, buy one, get 25% off. Is that the right percentage? 20%? Whatever it is, you buy 2 books and they both get discounted. Is ending soon. So just like Breacher, if someone has been on the fence about getting in on that deal, they should do it. Because we're going to pull that by Monday so that we can hopefully fulfill those just book orders by Valentine's Day. Because it's a Valentine's Day deal. And, you know, maybe you're buying it for a significant other. Or someone significant like yourself. That's fine too. Self-love is good on that day. Is it possible to buy the Mobile Arms digital rules now and get them immediately? That is a Benjamin question. I think, but I'm not positive on that. I'm not sure how that project fulfillment goes. Yes, it is. Right there. Ben has confirmed to me that yes, it is possible for you to buy it and download the digital rules. It's going to be in pieces. Our new printer potentially will print it in one. But yes, if we sell it as a product, just from a sheer logistics of shipping point of view, there's no way we're going to ship something that's this big to you. It'll be in pieces and require some assembly. We will start shipping those mobile arms. I mean, I'm not going to dissuade you from a sale, but we are going to start shipping those mobile arms soon, as soon as tomorrow, at least for people that have fewer items like just the core rules and things like that. I think that's all the questions, and I think that's all the time I have today. Thanks for tuning in to this scuff. Thanks for hanging out as we try some new things. This is good to keep in mind for the potential next studio, though, to have a proper green screen that we could do things like this. I think it'd be kind of fun, especially if we have someone producing. Night Thirst, Little Goblin's first game, drops next week. Breacher is ending in hours, so get in and pick it up if you haven't. That's all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting us. But most of all, thanks for being you. I need a tagline. I need to come up with a tagline. A little peek behind the curtain right there. Have a good night, everyone.